Evening, everybody. We're going to have some starting lineups and national anthem and all that pomp and circumstance here from Young Arena in downtown Waterloo.
The visiting Lincoln Junior Stars and your Waterloo Warriors. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the Junior Stars. On defense, the senior, number 79, Henry Lancaster. Also on defense, a senior, number 92, A.J. Hoyle. Back forward, a senior, number 20, Trenton Ballman. Back forward, a sophomore, number 23, Cole Brown. Back forward, a junior, number 43, Riker Nolan. Back forward, a junior, number 1, Matthew Travis. The Junior Stars are coached by Aaron Alexander, with assistant coaches Nicholas Fowler and Lucas Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hockey time!
Right you are, announcer man. Right you are. It is hockey time from downtown Waterloo. Young Arena. It's the varsity side of the doubleheader tonight. The Warriors versus the Junior Stars. It was a 7-1 win for the Junior Varsity tonight. The Stars got it the win over Waterloo. Varsity coming off of a loss last night down in Cedar Rapids. They dropped that one 3-1. Just couldn't get in order. We'll set the stage a little bit. I know a few of you are probably distracted by a certain football game that is in overtime right now. Pay no mind to that. This is the rematch. The rematch. What am I talking about? This Lincoln. The rematch we've been waiting for is upon us, and we are on Lincoln. The rematch we've been waiting for is upon us, and we are underway. And that one's put on net, and we freeze the puck, and we'll have a face-off. A all-time hockey record 755 face-offs last night in the game. Varsity side in Cedar Rapids. That was the abysmal part of the game. Just could not get any flow to that game whatsoever. We'll set the lineups as we go here. I see Bauman, I see AJ Hoyle, I see Riker Noden, and I see Cole Brown out there on the ice. This is Hank Lancaster with the puck. He's in the Lincoln zone. Line change here. And a turnover, and Waterloo attacks. Drag to the middle. Played down below the net. Bauman in the mix. Cash Schwartman out there now. Played back to the point. Kick save. It's Matthew Travis in net one more night. Merrick Vest still healing up. Lower body injury. But should be back anytime. Travis gets the start. Second consecutive night for that. Laid down below the goal line, sent down and around. Oh, it took a funny hop. Here come the Warriors on the attack. Played to the corner. Forced an awkward pass. Broadfoot up to Schwartman. He has to send it through the neutral zone. It's sent back the other way by Waterloo. Here's a Gross Road. Cuts to himself. Played below the net. Played against the boards. Cade Carlson out there now with Insko, and look who's back in the lineup. It's Taylor Dahlberg back in the lineup. He was rumored to maybe give it a go tonight. Good to see Taylor back in the lineup. A funny wrist injury in that Omaha game up in Ralston a week ago. Back. Carlson, or excuse me, that was Dahlberg, played to the corner to Carlson. Throws it down low. Taylor's got it. Leaves it back. Carlson's there. To the near corner. Back up to the point. Gross Road fires. Warriors bring it into the neutral zone. Back and forth. Carlson with it. Out of Cooper, Gross Road. It's not Gavin. I almost said Gavin. That's Cooper Peary. He sends it around. Warriors on the attack now. 3-on-2. Right from the blue line. Right into the breadbasket of Matthew Travis. He gobbles it up. 13:24 left in the first. Just getting started here. No score. Leo Miller, Cooper Willis, Landon Bliss out there now with Evan Clausen. And that looks to be Britton Donner out there as well. Thrown up ice by Clausen. Back into the neutral zone. Lead pass to Bliss just off his stick. And that one hops up and out of play. Not in the lineup tonight as well, and kind of a freaky thing. Watching from back at the team hotel, Cooper Mohat. Hopefully he's on the mend and can be back in service tomorrow. Allergic reaction to some eye drops. It's kind of a freaky deal. He's watching along. Hope you're doing well, bud. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Played down low. Riker Noden down and around. Cole Brown's there to Noden. Back to Brown. Tries to feather one down and behind the net. Bauman goes to give chase. Played back to the blue line. Brown shovels it to the corner. Noden back to Brown. Brown, little space. That one's blocked. Noden finds the rebound. Brown, loose puck. Can't put it away. Here comes Lewtown, sending it into the zone. Chip to himself. Pinned against the board. Takeaway. Here comes the Stars. Lead pass. Bauman, that one's high off the glass. Almost went into the stands. Gross Road. Head to Bauman. Plenty of space. Top of the slot. Shot. Kick save. To the corner. Noden. Here's the Warriors. Good hit on entry by Hank Lancaster. Separates the puck from the man. Around to Cole Brown. A.J. Hoyle playing behind the net. Sent off, didn't hit a stick. That one's going to be an icing. Okay, football game is over, so now you can all watch hockey again. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. No score here, 11:05 left, first period. Well, maybe the game's not over. I'll stop watching the football game. Hey, we got a hockey game here. After the face-off, Hoyle. Pass to Shortman. In the middle. Waterloo denied that entry. Lincoln's going to try again here. Dump and chase. Warriors sent to the far side. Kept in though. Shoveled down the boards. Paul King on the far side. Battling. Up through neutral ice. Here come the Warriors. Chipped into the zone. They'll peel off their line change. Dump back into the Lincoln zone again. Near side. Sent. Nice little ricochet. Almost comes back to Matthew Travis. King flipped up to himself, knocked it down. Now it's Trevor Broadfoot sends it into the zone. He'll chase it down. Over to the far side. Taylor Dahlberg. Forces him to go the other direction. The near side. Dahlberg, there's a shot, just goes wide for Waterloo. Over the corner. Hank Lancaster to Hoyle. Good forecheck here by Waterloo. They've kind of picked up the pace. That's their intensity. Shoveled into the zone by Lancaster. Point blank shot off of the feed. Carlson to Perian. Save made. Stars almost had one there. .844 left to go in the first, no score. Pretty good hometown crowd over there for Waterloo on the far side. That one loose puck in front after the face-off. It's swept away. Warriors come away with it. Cross ice pass. Sent back into the neutral zone by Clausen. Dumped back into the zone. Clausen overran it. Picked up by the Warriors. Clausen trying to clear. He does. 2-on-1 now. Peary. He's got Miller in front. Trying to pass across, and the defender laid out for that one. Excellent defense. To the point. Shot missed. Carlson tried to put it in front. Down low. Carlson. He gets knocked off the puck. Kept in the zone. To the front. And Waterloo survives that. Chip back into the Waterloo zone. Lincoln in a line change. Cooper Willis out there. Landon Bliss. Here's Paul King. Clausen and Broadfoot at defense. King, right side, fanned on it. Tried to get it back, taken away. Nice recovery by Paul with a poke check. Tough angle shot, goes behind the net. Played all the way out to neutral ice. Delayed offside here. Lincoln will get a freebie. Up the left side, Cooper Grossroad going to take it in himself. Backhand shot, tried to follow it with the rebound. And it's sent all the way up ice. Lincoln's figuring it out here. Setting something up. That's off of Bliss's stick, and Waterloo sends it up into the zone. They're going to chase. Gets by Broadfoot, pinned in the corner. Pops free to the near corner. Centering pass. Doesn't get through some defenders. Top of the circle, though. Broadfoot tried to glove that one. Landon Bliss on the attack. He goes down. Blistering pace here right now. Cut to the front. Nobody there. Sent up ice. Nicely played. 6:05. Pace of this game is polar opposite of last night. Ballman now on a 2-on-1. To the front! Cole Brown, save made! Holy smokes. Thought they had another one there. Great goalie play there. Face off, won by Waterloo. 5:45 left to go. First period, no score. To the top of the slot. Kick save made. Rebound gobbled up by Travis. Face off in the Lincoln zone. Snuck out of the zone. It's a delayed offside. Another freebie for Lincoln. All the Waterloo players had to retreat out of the zone because the puck came out of the zone. It's the new delayed offside rule. We kind of like it. Cole Brown looking for somebody in front. Oh, Palmer just missed on it. Clausen puts one there. Almost a redirect from Brown. Just closed the 5-hole in time. Goalie in net, Lincoln Graveman. Junior from Waterloo East High School. Graveman, big kid, fills up a lot of that net. 5:05 left first period. Stars have had their chances. Face-off draw. Just missed high. Britton Donner with the shot. Loose puck in front. Hall scrapping for it. Hall plays back to Clausen. Clausen. Insko tried to redirect through his legs. Loose puck in front. Swept up by the Warriors. 9 shots on goal here for Lincoln in the first period. Insko Loose puck. Up a chase. Hoyle just going to throw it into the zone. Through the neutral zone. Here comes Waterloo. Lancaster cuts that effort off. Insko fighting for it. Takes it away. Chipped ahead. Waterloo has to dump it in the zone. Another freebie. Lincoln's gotten some chances at some rushes because of those delayed offsides calls. Get it back, Cooper Willis. Oh, lost the puck. Battle for it at the blue line. Now through the neutral zone. Good back pressure there. Hoyle, the can opener. Carlson looking. Chips it up nicely to Insko. Cross, ice feed to Lancaster. So a lot of back and forth in the neutral zone. That's going to go up into the icing, actually. Here comes Waterloo, top of the slot. That one goes high. Peary out of the zone, sent back in by Waterloo. Delayed offside. Broadfoot goes to get it. Turnover right at the blue line. Glove save made by Matthew Travis. Nicely done. After the face-off draw, it's kept in by Waterloo, right at the blue line. Donner trying to get rid of it. Hand off to Bliss. Over to Willis. Willis lost it. Bliss gets it back. Good forechecking here by the Warriors. Up through the neutral zone. Cash Schwartman. Taken away by Waterloo. To the front. Lost it. Clausen gives chase. To the far corner. Look out, Leo. Always get nervous when Leo goes to the corners. Back the other way. Clausen. Good neutral zone pressure by Waterloo. 3-on-2. Nice give and go. Save made. Beautiful by Travis. Kid fanned on it. Schwartman trying to knock him off the puck. Still loose. Battle on the boards. Now in the corner. Behind the senior posters on the glass. Hard to see. And they're just going to throw that one at Matthew Travis. He gloves it down. Hands it over to Donner, who throws it up ice again. Been a minute since Lincoln's been in the offensive zone here. Time running down in the first period. Hop to the corner. Behind the net. Minute left in the first. Lancaster from Noden scores! Hank Lancaster from the top of the circle with a beautiful pass from Riker Noden. And Lincoln strikes first with time running down in the first period. Henry with the goal. was on that team last year that was in Anaheim that lost that championship game. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I should watch what I say. I believe he was on that team. Taken down. Lancaster across. 35 seconds. Waterloo comes away with it.
16:04.
And an icing. 25 seconds left to go, first period.
With the assist, number 23, Paul Brown, and number 43, Michael Dogan. That's Lancaster from Brown and Dogan. At 16:04, first period.
Time running down here, first period. One last effort here for the Stars. Lancaster once more. Why not? That one just went wide right. Hops over Insko's stick. Here's a late chance. Time running down. Backhand and a save made by Matthew Travis at the horn. 10 shots on goal for Lincoln, 7 for Waterloo. And after the first period, the Junior Stars lead it 1-0. We'll take a break here. It's first intermission. And we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Second period getting ready to start here in downtown Waterloo. 1-0, Lincoln on top. It was a Hank Lancaster goal from a nice feed from Riker Noden to set that up. And we're getting ready to start second period. Waterloo into the offensive zone. Takeaway. Race for it. Cole Brown can't keep it on the stick. He was trying to maybe cut to the backhand. Comes back to neutral zone. Battle in front of the penalty boxes. 2-on-1 now for Waterloo. Rebound in front. Kicked into the neutral zone. Good initial save there by Matthew Travis. Noden trips over the blue line. He goes down. Lancaster across to AJ. Chipped into the zone. Lincoln on a line change. Top of the slot. That one directed left of the net. Here's Cash Schwartman. He's got King. Paul, shot. Nobody there for the rebound. Plays back to Gross Road. Puck in the neutral zone. King has it. Just kind of chips it ahead. Tried to chase it himself. Sent back the other way. Broadfoot. Across to Cooper. Gross Road. Which Cooper, you might ask? Scrum along the boards. Warriors pop free with it. He pops into the neutral zone with a poke check. Through some skates, backhand in front, and the rebound swept away. That one slipped through a lot of skates to get on a Waterloo stick to get a shot off. Broadfoot has it. Played across. Gross Road. Schwartman. Handoff. Insko just dumps it into the zone. Line change coming. Willis gives chase. Here comes the Warriors through the neutral zone. Played across, nobody there. It hit off a player. Carlson over to Willis. Kept in the zone though. Peary comes in. He gets knocked down. And that one goes sailing back into the Lincoln zone. 3 minutes gone by here in the second. 1-0 Stars. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Peary has it. Flips it to center ice to Carlson. He waits. Handoff. Now to Willis. Drop past Carlson. He missed it. And Donner couldn't pick up the puck. Now it's a race. Good recovery by Evan Clausen to get there. Squeaks through the crease to the far side. Sent down and around. Willis. There's the chip. Back to Clausen. Going to send it over to the far side to Carlson. Wasn't ready for it. Entry. Shot and a save made. If you will excuse me, I'm going to finish my cheese curd. And we're back. Played down behind the net. Cash Schwartman over there. Kept in by Lancaster to the front. And the Warriors come away with it, and somebody's going to get a souvenir. Not going to lie, cheese curds here at Young Arena are pretty elite. When you're getting this close to Wisconsin, you better have your cheese curd game right, and they do. Face off one by Waterloo. They're going to send it down around the far side. There's a shot on net. That was Hoyle sneaking up in there. Schwartman comes away with the puck. To Hank. He's got the lone goal tonight. Kicked into the zone. A couple guys give chase. They're going to call that icing. Not really sure about that, but that's right, Lindsay. I needed to finish my cheese curds. You would too if you had these delicious morsels in front of you. And a whistle. Somebody's going to get sent out of the face-off circle. Ballman's going to get replaced with Cole Brown. And we'll do it again. Block shot. Noden ahead to Bauman. Lost it. And it's sent up into the neutral zone. Gets it back. Oil going to bring it in himself. Chips it ahead. Down below the net. Bauman fills in. Played over to the near side. Noden has it. Noden. Looking, waiting. Plays it back to Lancaster. Cross ice. Grossroad's shot is blocked. Rebound. Gobbled up. .26 left to go in second period. Waterloo with the puck in their own zone. King being excuse me, cheese curds, belch. King was being a pest. Pops to the front. Goal! Ben Insko! Pandemonium up here in the booth. Insko, the senior, gets the goal. And that's a 2-goal lead now for the Junior Stars. The puck, Insko. What does he get for a goal? He gets hit right in the mouth there. There's a glove save. .10:47 left now in the second. You know what, Lindsay? I'm not even going to remove my microphone. I'm just going to eat this cheese curd. Right back in the neutral zone. Peary gets shoved off the puck. Clausen across. To Donner. Taken away by the Warriors. Good entry denial by the Stars. Just a night and day different game from last night. in Cedar Rapids. Oh, there's a turnover and a point-blank save made by Fish. He wasn't sure whether he had it. Fisher with a great save. Face off in the Lincoln zone. 10:03 left, second period. Goals from Insco and Lancaster. Miller tried to thread the needle there, tried to get it to Landon Bliss, and sent back into the offensive zone for Waterloo. Big hits in the corner. Broadfoot goes to get the puck. Thrown up into the neutral zone. Leo. And we're going to have a hand pass. That's fair. That's fair. Face off at center ice. Hoyle over to Lancaster. Lay down low. Waterloo comes away with it. Just being a pest. Sent up ice. Hoyle back to neutral zone. Thrown into the zone here. Leo throws it towards the Lincoln bench. We were curious whether we were going to see much of Taylor Dahlberg in here tonight, the senior who was fighting a wrist injury from that game in Omaha a week ago. He started out there on a couple of shifts, but he's now in street clothes. He is a spectator with a couple of teammates over here. He's going to sit this one out, get some ice on his right wrist, so he's going to rest up, see about giving it a go tomorrow, but a lot of season left. You want him at 100% going into tourney time. Face off in the Lincoln zone, controlled by the Stars. It's thrown up ice into the Waterloo zone. Riker Noden gives chase, not before it is an icing. Ah! You know what? It probably won't be the last time I mess that last name up. Matthew Travis, Matthew Fisher. This is Travis. Heat of the moment. Matthew Travis in that tonight, yes, in the varsity game. It was Fish in the junior varsity game. Big hit on the side here. Hank Lancaster takes one. Goes down and around. Turnover. Noden just missed it off of his stick. He circles. Tries to, oh my. And a big hit in front. And that was Cole Brown. Took one right in the mouth. Slow to get up. But he does. He might remember that one. It's a four-man crew here for the referees. At least it was. Okay. Four-man crew. The head referee is the same head referee as from last night. And they're gonna get Loeb. That's a 2 and 10. And Loeb might be going to the locker room for the night. Head contact. That's a 2 and 10, and that is a game misconduct, right? Let's see what they scored that one. It's either a game misconduct or a match penalty. And it was a pretty vicious hit. Glad Cole Brown was okay, or at least well enough to make it over to the bench. .7:30 left to go, second period. That one's off the shoulder pad. Broadfoot. Cross. Gross Road again. Blocked on the way in. Gross Road. Over Trevor. Thrown down to Cash Sportman. Cash to Insko. Back to Cash in the corner. Good pass to Broadfoot. Shot. Kick to the corner. Trevor throws one over to the far side. Cooper Grossroad cuts it off before it could leave the zone. Schwartman, one-timer. Insko just missed. King puts one on net and goes up into the netting. It is a 2-10. It's officially a 2-10, being served by didn't see who's serving the penalty, but it's Aiden Loeb, senior from Jessup High School. So Loeb serving they're getting sent to the showers. So it's probably a game misconduct. You probably won't see him tomorrow in the lineup for Waterloo. Hoyle lead pass, long lead pass to Cade Carlson. He muscles his way to the puck, just missed on the inside. Played back to Hank. Hoyle, that shot's blocked, and now we've got a breakaway going the other way, one-on-one. Backhand save made! Matthew Travis. Peary just about got that one taken away. Pinned against the boards here on the near side. Kicked into the Waterloo zone. Sent up ice. Lancaster. He's just going to put one on net from neutral zone. Kick to the left side here in the corner. Carlson playing it. Bauman out there as well. Here comes Waterloo on the attack. Lost it off his stick. That one goes high. Can't clear the puck. Now they do, or they're trying to. Kept in by Waterloo. Splayed behind the net. Cooper Grossroad. Line is Carlson, Cole Brown, and Bauman. So Brown is back out there after taking that big hit, that 2-10 from Aiden Loeb, who got sent to the showers. Lead pass. Dump and chase here by Bauman. Riker Noden out there now. Played in the corner. On the far side. Brown can throw it into the zone. There's a shot. Kick save made. Played to the near side now. Down low. A.J. Hoyle has it. 3:30 left to go in the second period. Delayed offside here. Lincoln will get a freebie to clear the zone. Sent up ice. It's not tipped. It was tipped by a Lincoln player. That one put on net by King. Waterloo on the attack. Quick skating and great job by A.J. Hoyle. Takes a reverse hit. That was speed on speed there. Hoyle pins him, takes him down. Probably could have called that one. Rebound and another save made. Matthew Travis standing on his head. Tompkins hits his own player on the way in. Look out. Shortman ducked out of the way from that one. It was an awkward angle going into the glass there. Scrum in front of the Waterloo bench for the puck. Big hits being delivered now all over the place. Insko gets in on the fun. King sends that one up ice, and that'll be icing. Let's everybody take a breath here. Minute 58 left to go in the second period. Speed and physicality have picked up here. Right over in the far side. To the middle. There's Broadfoot. Down and around. Warriors on the attack. Time running down here in the second. Through the crease. Played to the corner. Carlson. Delayed penalty here. And it's going to be on Waterloo. And now we've got another fight breaking out. Yeah, things are picking up here. We're officially playing the feud. Kaihui's going to the locker room. Well, this four-man crew is probably a good idea. Dolan down here, one of the ones with the orange stripes on him. He's signaling for a couple people to come over this way. He's probably going to signal for a couple more to go the other way, meaning the locker room. Well, the first one into the box is Cooper Grossroad for Lincoln. This all happens with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the second period. It's a 2-goal lead for Lincoln. As I look down the tunnel down there between the benches, I can actually see the off-duty cop down there separating the two locker rooms. Probably a good idea. And this is even really carried over into like the USHL. Like Waterloo and Lincoln have faced each other in some pretty high-level games, playoff games here over the past couple of years. So it's kind of turned into a bit of a rivalry. And obviously, when we talk about these two teams at the high school level, this is the national championship rematch from last March in Anaheim. Waterloo won that game. They have the banner hanging above us for their national championship win. Okay, we've got a couple more coming over here to the penalty box on the Waterloo side of things. Number 19 and number 32. So that's going to be Grady Rowe, and it's going to be Kyler Kaihui is over here. Okay. We think There's a 2 and 10 in there somewhere for Waterloo. Possibly not for Gross Road. I don't know who would want to fight Cooper Gross Road. He's a giant human being. Going on to college, he's going to throw shot put. Probably throw one of these kids across the ice pretty easily. He's a big fella. Okay, so we've got 2 in the box. Inscos are helping me out here, taking a look at what the board says here. So we've got a roughing minor on Cooper Gross Road. That is determined. We've got more coming here. We got more coming here for Waterloo. Neither side's really happy about how this has turned out. Waterloo fans chastising the refs. A few Lincoln ones as well. Henry's giving them the business. We play on here. That was probably the best scrum of the season so far. 1 minute left in the second. Shot. Kick to the corner here. Lancaster sends it down to Bauman. Up to the top of the slot. Hoyle. That one's blocked. Hoyle loses his stick. We're going to have a penalty. It's going to be on Hoyle somehow. What is the penalty? Not sure what he did except block a shot. All right, so let's go back to the original penalty here. We'll figure out what this one's all about here. Kyler Kaihui with a minor, Grady Rowe with a minor, Cooper Grossroad with a minor. That's it. Well, given what everything we saw out there was, that's pretty good. I thought somebody might go to the showers for some of that, but that's good. All right, we've got some chirping going on out here. So Hoyle going to the box for tripping, so it's a power play. No, we're playing 4-on-4 here for a little while. Time running down. 10 seconds left here in the second, but that one's off the post. Played back to the blue line. Kick to the side. Under a whistle with 1 second left. Face off with a second left here in the second. So the the 4-on-4 hockey will carry over into the third period. This should be a saucy third period. That'll do it. Let's go to the locker rooms and cool off, everybody, shall we? Well, we're chirping right out of the penalty box here. All right. Third period coming up. Might want to stick around. Should be interesting. 2-0. Stars lead it over Waterloo. period. I may have been running up here. Waterloo to start. Played down and around, back to the blue line. Cross ice pass into the circle, and a glove save made by Matthew Travis. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Who's back? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so they sent him to the locker room for the rest of the period. That was from the hit on Cole Brown. So that was Aiden Loeb. He's back in the penalty box. It's a nice little gathering of 3 down there in the penalty box for Waterloo. We've got matching penalties down there after the scrum with 1 minute and about 10 seconds left in the period. Good fight. So that's where we stand. So the Warriors now full strength. 5-on-4 here for the next 27 seconds. There's a shot in front. Travis will catch that pop fly. We'll have a face-off in the Waterloo offensive zone. Technically the Lincoln zone. We talk about zones. We talk about, it's kind of like in football where you end up in your opponent's zone, your opponent's end of the field. It's the same thing. Lincoln zone is always where the goalie is. It's technically the Waterloo's offensive zone, so hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. We're now in the offensive zone for Waterloo. That is the Lincoln zone. And it's kicked up ice, played all the way back, played by the goalie. Lincoln's full strength, AJ Coyle out of the box, so the only player remaining in there is Loeb. He is a spectator right now, watching from the penalty box. See what they do with him. Delayed offside again. Lincoln clears it. Up out of there. Cole Brown, a little soft pass. I would anticipate that this is going to be a pretty physical third period. 2-0 Lincoln. Big hit, center ice. That one batted away. That one, before it was batted away, Noden just fired wide. In the neutral zone, dumped in. Picked up by Hoyle, chipped off the boards. Kept in, though, by Waterloo. Warriors still on the offensive, played down below the net. Big hit in the corner. Lancaster goes down. Played back to the blue line. Blocked by Lancaster. Chipped down. Below the goal line. Left. Now behind the net. Round to the near side. Circling. Change of direction. And he lost the puck. Paul King sends that one up ice. And it's going to be icing. Face off down here in the Lincoln zone. 13:31 left. Again, Taylor Dahlberg started in the first period, did a couple of shifts. He's got a sore right wrist. That's a lingering injury from the Omaha game. He is watching the rest of this game. See if he can rest up. See if he'll be in action. It'll be a game time decision for tomorrow. Lincoln tried to clear it. It's backhanded back down low. Broadfoot goes the other direction. Cooper Willis is over there. Sends it to the middle. Carlson picks it up. He's heckled from behind. Keeps it on the forehand down below the net. Warriors come the other way. 2-on-2 with pace. Shot. Blocker save. Caldwell tried to cut to the middle, and Cooper Willis was right there. It's played back into the neutral zone. Now we'll clear back into the Waterloo zone. They start a rush again. Chipped in. It was tipped, not an icing. This one sent up ice. That's going to be tipped. No icing. Warriors back the other way. I can't tell you how different of a game this is from last night. Last night was slow, methodical, ton of face-offs. This one has been fast-paced, hard-hitting, good hockey. Top of the circle for Waterloo. They send that wide right. Played all the way to the other side at the blue line, sent down low. Clausen gives chase. Played back to the point. Sent down low. Waterloo's got a chance here. Just missed. Wide right. And Travis has got to keep his head on a swivel here. Waterloo is lurking. Playing keep away. Clausen. Desperate to try to clear the puck, and they can't. Kept in. Iverson to the top of the slot. That one's blocked. Clausen took a hard slap shot, and he blocked that with something, and he's down. Clausen is hurt in the middle of the ice. We play on. He is laid out. Limping back to the bench. We play on. Nobody's stopping it. Iverson shot. Kick to the corner. Clausen crawling to the bench. He makes it there. Goes through the door. They're going to look at him and a whistle. .10:37 left to go in the third. Face off again in the Lincoln zone. And they are looking to strike here, down 2 goals. Big hit in the middle. And that's an icing the other way. Face off one here by Lincoln. Can they clear the zone though? Without an icing. That one blocked. Lowe back out there. That he served his 2 and 10. He's back out there on the ice. He's the one that made the big hit on Cole Brown. There's Brown. Sends it into the neutral zone. Ballman was trying to do something there. Here comes the Warriors. Centered across. Kicked back into the neutral zone. It's going to be delayed offside. Lincoln will get a free play here to clear. To Brown. Good stick work there by Rowe for Waterloo. Hoyle's going to play it. Nope. It's going to be Donner back to AJ. AJ looks up ice. Waterloo starting to get in those passing lanes. This is what we saw last night from Cedar Rapids where they were so effective. Another turnover. Top of the slot. Gets knocked off the puck. Ballman picks it up. 2-on-2. Just going to dump it in. Puts it on net. Line change for Lincoln. Turnover in the neutral zone. Insko just kind of had to shovel it in the zone. Thought he was going to get forced with a delayed offside. We're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to be on... They're going to call something on Paul King, and I'm not sure what. High stick is the call. King sent to the penalty box for 2 minutes at 8:57 left to go in the third. Power play opportunity for Waterloo. Shots even here in this game, 21 apiece. This would be a huge penalty kill for Lincoln. Back and forth around the blue line. Now they sneak in. Glove save made, Matthew Travis. Had a good, clean look at it. Face-off controlled by Waterloo. Minute 40 left in the power play. Top of the circle. Back and forth. Out to the right side. Turnover. Cash Schwartman just going to chip it. It's gloved down by the goalie. Leaves it. Loose puck. Schwartman trying to get it to the front. Insko buries it. It's shorthanded goal. Just mishandled right around the net by the goalie and about everybody else on Waterloo. And Insko gets his second of the night. It's 3-0. Shorthanded goal by Ben Insko, the senior. And more pandemonium in the booth up here from the Insko family. Even getting some, even Taylor Dahlberg running up here, giving some knuckles with his good hand. Timeout called by Waterloo. 8:16 left to go in the third. 3-0 now, Lincoln on top. It was a great play by Cash Schwartman to kick that whole thing off, getting into some passing lanes, pressuring, running the puck up the ice deep. And it was tried to get gloved by the goalie, and it was just mishandled. And then it was every man for themselves. We're back here tomorrow morning. Junior varsity at 8:30. Varsity to follow. All right. After the timeout, center ice faceoff. Cooper Peary, Cade Carlson out there, still shorthanded. It's still 1:18 left to go in this power play for Waterloo. Played back and sent up ice by Lincoln. It was tipped.
At 8:44, Lincoln shorthanded goals with number 86. Insko.
There's Caldwell down and around.
That's Insco, front short and short-handed.
Played across. Now down low to the center. Pops back out. Below the net. Tried to redirect that one in front, and Lincoln clears. Peary. It's driven into the boards. Caldwell pins it. Getting cheered on by the Lincoln bench. They love it. Killing time on a power play. 20 seconds left in this power play for Waterloo. Now they come on the attack. Skating behind Matthew Travis in net. Sent across, top of the circle, knocked down. Comes back behind the net. Carlson can't clear. It hops over a stick. King pops out of the penalty box. Lincoln's full strength. Circled back around. Hoyle, lead pass to King. Drops it down low. Insco, 2 goals on the night. Centered, and nobody but Warriors were there. Slap shot, top of the circle. That bounces back out. King helps it along. Into the neutral zone. Broadfoot gives chase. Sent to the near side. Cash in a scrum. Paul still out there. Tried to chip it along. Frees that up. That one's fired wide. It'll come all the way down the ice. Waterloo on a rush again. Loose puck. Matthew Travis freezes it. 5:46 left to go. Well, after all the extracurriculars towards the end of the second period, it's been a pretty clean game here in the third. It's just been head down, hard-nosed, fast-paced. Through the neutral zone. Ballman takes a big hit. Cole Brown down low. Cooper Grossroad just fires it wide. Picked up by Noden. Hops to the blue line, stays in, and it's thrown to the corner. Glove down. Warriors on a rush. Up the left side, centering pass, and Lincoln was there. Broadfoot sent that one up ice. No icing. We play on. Under 5 minutes left to go. Nice little toe drag wrister there, and it was right in the breadbasket of Matthew Travis. He's been seeing everything tonight. He's stopped all 24 that have come at him. There's Rowe. Tried for a redirect in front, didn't do it. Kept in by Waterloo. Hoyle chips this one up and out. It's a race. It's not going to be icing. Peary gets there. Puts one on net off the side of the net and up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off. In the Waterloo zone this time, though. 4:07 left to go. Landon Bliss in the face-off circle. He's out there with Leo Miller and Cash Schwartman. Lancaster and Hoyle work the blue line for Lincoln. That one is sent to the corner. Comes back out. Leo trying to get some speed. Lost an edge. Played back. Bliss looking for it. Picked up by the Warriors. Centered. Through the neutral zone. How are you going to call that onside? Played to the near side. AJ patiently bringing it up. Waterloo's letting him. Finally gets pinched, but not before he got into the offensive zone with the puck. Sent down and around. Poked, kept in. King, Schwartman. Waterloo player lost a glove. Lincoln keeps it in. That time Landon Bliss sends it deep. Line shifting going on here. Paul tried to keep that one in again. Now it's a race over to the Lincoln bench, and they send it down and around. Gross Road ahead to Schwartman. Puck pops free. Warriors looking for something. Gross Road in a scrum right in front of the net. Now somebody needs to bring a can opener. Everybody kind of standing around waiting for the puck to pop free. There it does. Nice little poke check by Fisher, and he knocks it into the neutral zone. I said Fisher again. It's Travis. Nice little poke check by Matthew Travis. We need some name changes. Too many Coopers. Too many Matthews. It would help if both Matthews didn't play goalie. There's Bauman with it. Nice little flick to the center. Brown's going to gather it. Little wrister, missed wide. Good pressure there. Didn't get far in that entry. Waterloo's got to play it back in their own zone and regroup. They send it ahead. And it's promptly sent back up ice. That's probably... Nope, they wave off the icing. Down to a minute left in this one. 3-goal lead for the Junior Stars. A spirited performance tonight for the boys. Doesn't quite avenge a loss in Anaheim in the national championship game, but it's a start. Just missed on that one. Insko looking for the hat trick. Drop to Hoyle. Hoyle again. Probably could have been called offsides because his butt was in and both skates were in before the puck was, but and that's gonna do it on a Saturday night in downtown Waterloo. Lincoln, a big win, a bounce back win, and a shutout for Matthew Travis. Stars win it 3-0. Great to see them crowding around the shutout goalie performance here by Matthew Travis. 2-goal night for Ben Insko. The other one, Hank Lancaster, who got the scoring started for Lincoln. We're back at it tomorrow morning, 8:30 junior varsity, 10:30-ish for varsity. Until then, go Stars.